touch on that.
Yeah.
On a recent platform you were on, you were speaking about digital crack, right?
Of course.
Being that for you, I want us to understand from your perspective on digital crack, and also too, who's to really blame? Is it the
white people?
No, hold on. Besides
white people,
them, but is it
white
also
people.
To blame? Is it the creator or the people or
white people?
What's up? Okay,
white people.
Speak
we're so what I'm saying is we're so uneducated about racism, right? So I have something called Emma, right?
Okay.
White supremacy was established through slavery. They maintain it. Through institution development and passing laws. They expanded through appointed leadership over those institutions. Then they refine it through media, technology, nutrition, foods, and recreational drugs. Like they put synthetic crack, synthetic crystal meth in the cocaine. They put, prescription drugs and things that hallucinogenics in the alcohol.
Right.
Right. So we have to really understand that. Did we say white people? Yes, white people. Because their whole mission is to protect against white genetic annihilation and also to maintain their power structure here in the free world. And if you're talking about media, who runs media? We talk about Vivendi, Viacom, Bolloré, right? Like these are French companies, right? Like none of these people. What's the guy, Lucien Grant? Like he's still a Pinocchio. There's someone over him, right? And he's not black. Get it? So when these agendas comes to pass, it's white men who want to maintain that power structure by any means. And, the greatest threat to their survival is us.
Okay.
So there's no way to think of it like this. Who you love the most?
Besides myself?
Who you love the most? Of course, besides your fucking self. Your mom, your aunt,
well, God rested that to her, but yeah.
Okay, so now picture this: your mom's has cancer, right? She's on chemo, right? And right in the, she's in chemo at this hospital, and right next door there's a Subways. This white guy opens up the Subways, and every sandwich he sells, your mom chemo doesn't work. Her cancer gets worse, and the doctor's like, "We've never seen this. This is like, we don't understand it, man. This is a phenomenon." Right? Every time this guy sells a sandwich, your mom gets worse. What are you doing with the Subways?
Oh no, we're going to question. We're going to get it out there.
You're going to blow the Subways up, man. Probably going to kill a guy. If you sell another motherfucking sandwich here, I'm going to make you a sandwich. Right? Literally. I'm going to kill you, right? Like, so that's how they view us. Every success that we have, they view as if they're losing something, they're not gaining, they're losing their power structure, they're losing their grip on monopolies, right? This is why black men, when they were lynched, they were castrated, they would cut the penis off. This is why if you got caught with a white woman, you'd be lynched and castrated, right? Because they fear our procreation. This is why they put this in the black woman's mind to look at you and to me like,
right?
But you subservient to this fucking recessive, this inferior, I don't know what to call him. I want to say pig, but I don't know. I think pig is too much of an upgrade. Okay? And so now the woman doesn't even respect us. We're the only group of men publicly on this planet that gets more disrespected from their women than anybody else. Right? So when we understand these things, then we have to, I'm not an integrationist. I'm not apologetic for this shit, right? When we understand that there's no way to be with them in a happy space unless we're subservient and slaves, then where do we take the relationship? How does it go? How does it work? Because I'm not nobody's slave. I only bow when I pray to God. And I don't pray to man.
That's true.
And we all know Jesus was black. All right? So I don't know what you motherfuckers talking about, right? So I'm saying all to say this. We as black men have to stop being subservient, period. We have to understand prayer. We have to understand affirmations, meditation, neuroscience, quantum physics, right? We have to understand that how you think creates how you feel. How you feel becomes an emotion. That emotion becomes a vibration. That vibration becomes a magnet that attracts things to you. Only think about what you want. Forget about what you don't want. Never speak about what you don't have, right? And the way to manifest things, you have to really, and the universe doesn't take time. God has delayed gratification, but the universe doesn't have. The universe has instant gratification. Whatever you feel, that shit coming to you, right? And we have to understand that we have the power to change our paradigm. We have the power to change our power structure on this planet right the fuck now. And it's time to start putting these principalities and these ideals into action. And that's what my I Am Enough tour is about. So I'm super excited about that. Also, understanding that prayer, you don't pray with your mouth, you pray with your actions.
Right.
Right? So there was missing parts of the Bible called the Apocryphas, right? It was a guy, Martin Luther, it's like some German priest or whatever. You know what I'm saying? He was killed. And it was parts of the Bible that they took out, right? Mm-hmm. And there was parts in the Bible that broke down meditation and how to actually pray, right? How to use prayer to acquire things and like real steps by steps. We don't pray with our mouth, we pray with our actions. The actions you take is the prayer. The answer to the prayer is the results you receive based upon the actions you take. But God is not going to answer your prayer unless your intentions are pure. Right? And an example of having pure intentions is how does my prayer, how does my actions add value to people, right? How does my prayer, how does my actions bring people closer to God, right? And if those things are authentic and they're present, then God is going to answer the prayer. Right? And God is going to answer the prayer in the form of provision. So us being men, we're supposed to be what? Heads of the household. Fuck all this fake ass alpha female shit. Because don't no woman who run the world? Men. Who run the world? Men. Sorry to break it to you. Girls? No. Men. Right? Mm-hmm. So we have to understand that our role as men is protectors, providers, maintainers, leaders, sustainers. We're the head of the household. But the white man, slick as a motherfucker, tried to, reverse the roles. And they talk about that in the Willie Lynch letter. Talk about that in terms of the
I was going to get you into that right now.
The effect of the Jim Crow laws. And people say Jim Crow laws like that was actually no. It's Jim Crow laws is ideals. It's a mindset that they want that white supremacists condition into the slave, the minds of the slaves, to keep them subservient and not challenging the power structure or the status quo of these weak white motherfuckers, right? So, I got ahead of myself real quick. So, yeah, we have to learn how to apply prayer to our life, and God gives us provision. So as men, we're protectors, maintainers, sustainers. We're the heads of our household. We got to provide as men. But how do we provide? We provide through the provision we get from God, right? Mm-hmm. But if we don't know how to have a conversation with God, if God number is 777 and we keep dialing 911, right? God's number is 777. You keep calling 911. You keep calling this stupid ass bitch that you met in the club. You going to a woman, what you supposed to go to God for. You going to the white man, what you supposed to go to yourself for. See? You're never going to have anything and you're never going to be in your proper place.
Everybody with a check ain't certified. If you look behind these shades, you see a murder house. A lot of people that I beef, it wasn't worth my time.